Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to Hello Monday. Today in the studio I'm making a holiday card with some ombre ornaments, and this is a design I've taught in some live classes, or variation of the design, and it was inspired by some real ombre glass ornaments I had seen on Pinterest and fell in love with. So to start with, I'm going to take some Nina Solar White and score that. This is going to be an A2 card, 4¼ by 5½, pretty standard. And it's going to be side folding. And I'm going to go ahead and take some pigment ink. This is Lettuce by Adirondack, and I love using pigment inks and sponge daubers for this technique because the pigment ink stays wet on the block and it blends beautifully using this method. And I'm working with a great set by Hero Arts. This is called 4 Ornaments, and I loved the hand-carved look and appeal of these ornaments in this set. It's just really a neat set, and the different sized and shaped ornaments. So I'm going to ink these up with some Love Letter after I apply the lettuce. Lettuce was my lightest color, and then I'm coming back in with the darker, brighter colors. So Love Letter and then Bahama Blue. And I love the sponge daubers with the caps. There are some that come without caps, but I love the ones with the caps especially because I'm lazy and I don't like to wash out my daubers. So then I can put the cap on and toss them in my bag where I keep them, and I never have to wash them out. So there's a handy tip. Get lots of sponge daubers with caps. So now I'm going to go ahead and stamp these. You can see that beautiful ombre effect, and I could ink up both stamps at the same time. And then I'm also going to use another great set by Hero Arts called Tiny Christmas. I wanted that greeting, and I'm using a Stamp-A-Majig. This is the best stamp positioner I have ever used. And what you do is you nestle that plate into the corner of the tool, and then ink up your stamp and use that tool to guide your stamp down onto the plate. Then put the plate where you want that image to show up on your card, nestle the tool back into place, and then re-ink your stamp, position it back into the corner, and goes straight down, and you're going to have perfect positioning every single time. I have used lots of positioners, but this one is hands down the best and most economical I have ever found in all my 20 years, over 20 years of stamping. So if that's not an endorsement, I don't know what is. Now I'm going to use a T-square ruler here to quickly line up and draw some strings there for the tops of my ornaments so they're not just like hanging in midair with, nothing. I can't have nothing. And then I'm going to take scattered dots. This is by Savvy Stamps, and I wanted to add some just little sprinkles of metallic gold there using the Delicata Gold. And then I'm going to go ahead and crease that fold line, and I'm going to flip this over onto some scratch paper because just in case my ink is still a little bit wet, I don't want to smear anything around on my work surface there. So I'll use the Teflon bone folder because it doesn't leave a shine on the paper. I love that about that bone folder. And then I'm going to create my own glitter tape. This is really fun. I'm going to use some Be Creative tape, and this is a 1/2 inch wide, but you can use any width that you have to create this, a similar effect. And I'm just going to trim that flush to the edges with my scissors very quickly. And this will give me a nice straight edge. A lot of times I tear this tape. It is terrible, but in this instance I wanted a nice straight edge. And then we'll go ahead and remove the liner paper and take some gold glitter. This is gold by Ranger. This is the dry stickles. And man, I tell you, this stuff is super sparkly. I just love it for adding some glamorous glitter and bling to my cards. And I'm just going to go ahead and flick that off. And then I like to take a soft brush after I've burnished it in with my fingertips and then flicked off the excess. I like to take a soft brush and get the rest of it off there. And then I'm going to take some stickles. This is Diamond Stickles glitter glue, and I'm just going to put that on some little areas there of the ornament to highlight them. And it's hard to see in the picture, but in real life it looks so pretty. And I just love this card. I hope you enjoy it and get inspired to make some ombre effect cards yourself. Thanks for watching.